Welcome back. In a positively Portland tradition, there's a new design at the maze at the pumpkin patch.
Yeah, it's celebrating the local nature that makes our area so special. And Kohr joining us live from Zombie Island this morning. He's exploring the new corn maze titled Cornlandia. Has not ventured out into the fields just yet. What are we in store for here, Kohr?
Hey, we're on our way, man. This weekend, they could start the hay rides out to the U-Pick pumpkin patch. That's a big thing they're gearing up. This is Craig Easterly, who puts this all together every year. Amazing. This Cornlandia thing is really cool.
That's our theme this year. We're just celebrating the Northwest, the animals, the landscape, everything that makes Portland unique.
Really cool. They got a covered area as they do every year here, so when it rains like it did over the weekend, it just gets the corn a little bit wet, puts the dust down, no big deal, and you stay dry underneath here. This is a really cool part of this.
Thank you.
Let's take a little walk down here because we've got a couple minutes here and talk a little bit about what's going on at the farm. Of course, we're starting with this weekend. We're going to start with the rides out to the pumpkin patch, right?
Yep. And the cow and bee train will be running. We've got the Western Supply Company is going to be playing live music Saturday under the big red and white tent from from noon to 2.
This is new.
This is good timing. Yeah, right? My decorative sunflowers along the path entryways and exitways are coming in strong. And there's also a U-Pick sunflower field out here on the farm, and that's been popular.
You know, we talked about, you opened Labor Day actually, and you're telling me, hey, you know, the 2 weekends in the middle of October are just jammed with people out here, and a week like this might be just an ideal week for people to come out here, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping that rain we got yesterday will kind of spur people into the fall spirit, and they're going to come out and they're going to realize the maze is in great shape. It's not crowded through the whole month of September. And then I was also trying to encourage people to come out on weekdays in October. You know, pull your kid out of school and come out here.
It's an early release for Vancouver today. They're out at 1 o'clock. It's be a great day, a great way to spend part of the afternoon. Let the kids run free and run wild out in the maze.
You got 5 acres to tire them out in here. The maze will take you about 30 minutes to do, and you can spend 2 or 3 hours here on the farm. There's lots to do. The patio cafe is open today. The fresh produce market, gift shop.
Go to the aerial that Craig sent us here, if you would, back in the booth there, so we can look at this overview of what the Cornlandia corn maze looks like in there. And you say, how many acres is it? About 5 acres?
It's 5 acres. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they got that up there now. Now we see in the middle of that picture that big elk that sits in downtown.
Yeah, I thought it'd be appropriate to show that in the maze this year because it's representing the Thompson's Elk Fountain, which is in downtown park blocks, and that's going back in this summer.
Mount Hood is top center, as I recall, kind of towards the top center.
Yeah, and then I've always wanted to do a beaver, so there's the iconic beaver in there.
That's bottom left beaver.
Yeah, and then you got a big salmon on the right side.
Yeah. I mean, that's amazing how you could make that into a corn maze, a salmon and a beaver and all that.
It's always rewarding to see the aerial photo, like when I get a drone up in the air and get to see how we did, and this sure turned out pretty good.
It's cool. It's cool. All right, you heard the word. This is the week to come out here, this week and next week out here, before you get to those middle 2 months of October when everybody and their uncle wants to come out here and crowd up the maze. It's a great time to be out here. Weather's going to be perfect, 70s. Okay, that's fine. The rain has put down the dust a little bit, so it's still nice. The corn got a little water on it here. Couldn't be better here on the first day of fall from the maze at the pumpkin patch out here, and Cornlandia is the theme. Come check it out and spend some time on a beautiful, beautiful afternoon here on Zombie Island.
All right, Kohr, you made it about 40 feet in. Now you got to get out. All right.
Yeah, you can't go back to the start. You got to worm your way around all the way through.
Thanks, Kohr. It is a great time to go. The first day of fall, maybe tradition to go out to the corn maze, whether or not the weather is indicating that it's fall.
You know, there's nothing worse, when my son Hunter was little, than a rainy corn maze. Just mud everywhere.
I know.
I always liked it this time of the year when it was a dry corn maze.
Yeah,
so,
perfect out there.
You heard him. Pull your kid out of school. Go to the
He did say that.
He did. Yeah. Speaking of a good day, we're starting out with some clouds and fog this morning, but we're going right into